They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play action now. Prescott steps away. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to him. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Prescott.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now Purdy.
This is caught, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Deebo Samuel.
37 yards.
And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Javonte Turpin.
72 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Escaping the pressure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting...
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Prescott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's Purdy. To the sideline and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Back to throw, Purdy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And Debo going to have a Niners first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Play action. Now Purdy. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Here's Guerrero on first down.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Isaac Guerrero
Scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Prescott from the gun. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Prescott faking it on the end around and looking to throw.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Slot man moves right. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They go play action here. Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Here's Samuel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Purdy looking to throw. And this is caught. Jennings. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. The slot man in motion right. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And that flag accepted. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. A running play. It's Dowdle. They'll get this up to about the 44. Second down and 6 now. Here's Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the game for Cooks. That'll be a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On play action, Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Purdy now to throw.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Ayuk going to go in motion right.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 36, Purdy. This is Jennings.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. This is Samuel.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Connects with Kittle underneath. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Samuel.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the 2nd half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Hardy now with the return. And he goes nowhere. Buried back at the 15-yard line. First and 10. Bateman is the motion man. From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
He'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
You're starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
First and goal, and it's Henry. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They face second down and 7. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Ravens out front. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Here's third down and a few inches. Purdy works out of the pistol. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack. Second down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third. And
that's over the middle and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
The gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 1.
Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And he will score. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's out to Andrews as they set up the screen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson going to keep this one himself. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. He'll go on 4th down. Bateman is the motion man. A design run here with Jackson. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
From the gun, Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Niners are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll send a tight end in motion. A 1st down throw for Purdy. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson looking to throw. This one caught downfield by Flowers. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Throwing Jackson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A huge play just before the half. It's a gain of 34. Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Back to the air again is Purdy. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will open up a 6-point lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And they are not able to draw closer. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. To throw on 1st down is Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8.
At the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Throwing again is Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Back to the air is Purdy. Open man is Jennings. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
At the Ravens' 23-yard line.
Purdy going to put it up again. It's Samuel on the screen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Man in motion here is Jennings. 3rd down, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Again, it's Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. To the air one more time with Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. Now it's going to be third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point.
And he will score! Game on! Mark Andrews! Touchdown, Ravens. And now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Jackson up top again. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Niners have got it.
That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A first down throw for Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Now 2nd and inches. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Tylan Wallace. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Aguilar goes off in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. After that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Here we go. First and goal. Aguilar goes off in motion. Here's Henry. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. Oh. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on third and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down. They'll run for it with Henry. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
One play, fourth down. Everything you've done comes down to this point, Mike. I mean, what a finish. Somehow they dial up the play they need when they need it the most. And it looks like they're going to get out of this one with a victory.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
It's always nice as an offense when you can get a lift from special teams, and that was truly a team effort. I mean, you can see it's great blocking that gave him the initial seam, and he took advantage of it. That was really well done.
One last shot now for Purdy. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play. So a win here for the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. Fighting his way through contact. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Right to the air is Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing here, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
That's Samuel, caught left side. It'll be a gain of 5,
And that's going to bring up second down. We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Purdy looking to throw. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the 49ers first down.
And they'll go on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
They'll look to throw here.
That is caught.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Second down and a yard.
Here's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll change things up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
Motion to the left with Jennings. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Down inside the 10.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Purdy now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown 49ers.
Ricky Pearsall.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10s.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back to throw, Purdy.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Purdy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They go play action now. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A check down here for Henry.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Henry running right.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 30 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Odafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's Purdy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looking to throw.
Purdy able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day. One-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Purdy.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Purdy sets up to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw again.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
To throw is Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's a former Raven. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got room. Still on his feet. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do as well as
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Punter Mitch Wishnowski ready to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down. Here's Lamar. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Complete. Derrick Henry. Still has some space inside the 35. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On the move, headed right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Andrews with the catch. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 1st down, Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Working quickly here.
At the 9-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Jackson. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Jackson now on 3rd. Has it in close. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense up to the line fast.
5 yards. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
4th down, here's Jackson. He finds him beyond the marker. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the 1st.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Lamar throwing again. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Purdy throwing here to start. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Purdy on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. From the gun is Purdy. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 26 on second down. That's taken in by Samuel. And defenders are there to get him at the line. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. They send a man in motion. Third and short. Here's Purdy. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. A lot of the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. To throw again, it's Purdy. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The 49ers trailing in the early going. They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Running back sent in motion. Back to the air on second. Purdy. Into the hands of Samuel. Complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Now it's Purdy. Dumped off to his running back. And that will not be enough for a first down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Purdy trying on fourth down. Forced out to his right. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on fourth down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Throwing from near his own goal line. He completes it in traffic. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down throw for Jackson. A lot of mess on the move here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Jackson's going to throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on second down. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Lamar now from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. It fed to the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Tight end going in motion here. Pretty throwing here on first. Buys time, rolling right. Reeled in by George Kittle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That finds Ayuk, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Brought in by Ayuk near the sideline. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll throw it again. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Marcus Williams has it. And the Ravens get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back.
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is picked up by the 49ers.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. He's on the move. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. He'll get this to Samuel. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Rolling left, buying some time. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the fourth. So now, here's 3rd and goal. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and goal, Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Hardy on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blitz coming here. Jackson. That's taken in by Henry. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now they send their back in motion right. From the 28. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Back to throw it. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing a 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
That's cut beyond the marker. They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win, too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Henry. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens only up by a few. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. He's back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Connects with Bateman. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Purdy to throw it. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So 2nd down coming up. Now Purdy. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They get 27 on the play. And that's a 49er first down. From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Escapes out to the left. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. 4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash.
That kick obviously gets it back to a one-score game. Now the real question, Kate, how good do those onside kicks look at warm-ups? How good did they look all week in practice? Is it time to pull out the onside kick or trust your defense with 2 timeouts in your pocket?
Oh, and the kicking team's got it. Okay, they pulled it off. Now they have one final gasp. Either get into the end zone or leave here with the L.
How many times do we see these teams at this point of desperation late in the game needing a kick and not get it? So nice to see one of them actually rewarded with all that effort. Now it comes down to the execution of this offense. Can they do what their special teams just did and go execute, score a touchdown, and find a way to win? From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Throwing now. That could be